Welcome back to episode 66 of the Hops and Bops podcast. My name is Tom.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
And this is my annual Tom Stocking Stuffers episode.
Stuck on them.
Good time to get stuck. Yeah, right as I'm, getting... if you're unaware, I make a playlist every year. I just call it the name of the year. So this is the 2021 playlist where I just, listen to songs. I'll add them in.
So original.
I'm the only one that's ever done it. And so this year is no different. I did that as well. And I pick a couple from the playlist and I give them as stocking stuffers to my good friends Joe and Mike.
Our gifts.
Yeah, these are my gift to you is music.
Didn't last year we talked about
cash,
actually doing like a stocking?
Oh, that would have been funny.
2022.
Yep, yeah, next year.
Put it in the file.
Or put it in my notes.
Yeah.
Do this.
Set a reminder.
But this year's a little bit different. We have categories for each one. So I gave them each a popular song, which has over 1 billion plays, a not popular song, which is less than 10,000 plays, an older song, or like pre-1985, I said is the level for that, my most played singles of the year, and just a random wild card one that I thought would be funny to add. To see their reactions too. And to pair with that, we have a drink called No Santa from Sloop Brewery.
Yeah.
Sloop Brewing, excuse me. A New England IPA. They are out of, where are they out of? Hopewell Junction, New York, and Hampton, New Hampshire. 6 for 5%. It's brewed without any spices, apparently, so that's what makes this a little different. I think they have a Santa version.
IPA pleasure.
For 100% IPA pleasure.
Okay.
So, crack them?
Crack them.
Let us crack them.
Hard to smell in the can, but pretty standard IPA kind of.
Woo! A little splatter there.
I apologize.
Little droplets.
I squirted.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, we're drinking beer.
Cheers.
Interesting.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, that doesn't really have. That's pretty like neutral, I would say.
That's
like
that's an IPA right there,
down
Bob.
the middle. Like you can see what they mean by they say no like spices or anything.
Right. I like that. Sloop Brewing presents No Santa.
Look at their website.
The can's pretty cool. Don't know why. Is that a space shuttle or a plane taking off on the back there?
That's Santa's sleigh.
No, right here.
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah.
That's Elon Musk going to space.
Santa's missing because it's No Santa.
Oh, that's clever.
But why has it got no wings?
Oh shit! This is one of my favorite things ever. The fucking barcode is a building.
I saw that.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
that was
That's
very
sick.
funny.
That's good.
Barcode building.
But why does even a space shuttle has like something?
What do you mean
it's got no
something?
wings.
It's
like,
got
no
something
Yeah, right. There's
going
no
on.
right.
Even a space shuttle has like a little.
They have the little like Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah,
Rex
yeah,
thing.
and the plane has the longer ones, but that's just a flying dildo. It's a flying dick.
That's your pocket rocket right there.
So I've had their juice bomb before. That's their kind of go-to.
Yeah. Yep.
So
For sure.
they just have it labeled as the No series.
Mm-hmm.
So no nutmeg, no coriander, no pine trees, just beautiful hazy IPAs.
So in other words, it's just an IPA.
Yeah. No frills to it. It doesn't even try to add too much.
That's good.
They
That's
also
good
have a no pumpkin IPA.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. They don't really say it, but
Wouldn't any IPA without pumpkin flavor be a no pumpkin IPA?
Bud Light, no pumpkin IPA.
It's a pretty broad
Technically,
statement.
yeah.
You could say no anything.
Yeah.
No orange juice.
This is stale water.
No, this is good.
Yeah.
So,
It's easy.
So actually, to tell us a little more about this beer, No Santa, our good friends at Sloop Brewing provided us with a little message. So yeah, let's take a listen. Let's see what they have to say.
What's going on, Hops and Bops? This is Josh, the New England market manager for Sloop Brewing Company. Heard you guys were drinking and chatting about No Santa IPA, so I wanted to just drop you a line and tell you a little bit about it. At 6.5% ABV, it's a smooth drinker. You know, we're known for our juice. And anyone that wanted to get a little bit closer, the big hop players in this bill are Mosaic and Citra. So really hearkening to one of the beers that put us on the map, which is Juice Bomb IPA. But I'll let you decide which hop is more of a player in that bill. All in all, thank you for choosing Sloop, and wanted to say Merry Christmas to you guys and have a Happy New Year. Cheers.
Cool. Thanks a lot. We appreciate
Yeah.
the intel. Thank you, and hope to do a couple more beers from you guys.
Yeah, I love doing their
Cool.
background. Yeah, Juice Bomb is delicious. They had it at my cousin's wedding, just for anyone to come grab.
Oh,
So
Wow.
I didn't realize they did Juice Bomb.
yeah, there's Juice Bomb.
They're
They're out of New York.
Last Saturday, I was in New York and at a bar having dinner, and I had 2 Juice Bombs.
Ooh.
You were in New York?
Yeah. Drop Mikey off.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was in
No,
New
I
York.
dropped Mikey off at Robin's aunt's,
Uh-huh.
and then we went out to eat quick because she watched 2 kids.
Oh, okay.
And the guy just said, what do you want? And I was like, oh, I'll have a Juice Bomb. It sounds good. And I didn't even think twice. Didn't realize. I had 2 of
Me
them. They
too.
were delicious.
Yep.
They're very good, yeah.
Yeah, very good
I'm
beer.
gonna be honest. I like it better than this.
Yeah,
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 Juice
that's their
This
flagship.
This is a little.
It's a little boring.
While I had COVID, not much flavor. It's really not.
Yeah, it's
But I think that's the marketing towards it too. Like it's not trying to be something it's not. But at the same time, I know what you mean.
But if you don't like IPAs, then don't drink them.
Yeah.
Don't take all the flavor out of them and then give me IPA water.
IPAW.
I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's bland.
right. Like you can't, it's tough calling that an IPA if you're going to take away, flavor and stuff. But,
At least like Bud Light even tastes like a lager.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
There's something there. It's not like completely just like.
There's something there. What are we talking about? Micro penises? There's something there.
It's better than just a smooth line. You get some kind of bump.
I mean, yeah, it's not Rolling Rock.
Oh my god. I never want to do Rolling Rock. It has to be
fucking
warm
$6
Rolling Rock.
for a fucking 6-pack.
Yeah.
$1 a beer, let's go. Fucking
6.5.
shot of Fireball's worth more than that.
I think
I
the
get
only
the-
Rolling Rock I've ever had is just warm. Like, I don't
We've
know
had
why.
it in college a few times, but
Yeah.
I get it. I get the idea. You're trying to make like a lighter IPA
Mhm.
that people. But again, if you don't like IPAs, then don't drink them.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to you having a different opinion on beer and what you like, but I just feel like you took everything that makes like a New England IPA or a West Coast IPA out of it,
Mhm.
and now you're just making hoppy water. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not getting enough out of it. Like,
But one could argue that, like, Slightly Mighty.
but I still get that hoppy
Right, you
little
get the
bit of
hoppy,
IPA
right,
taste.
right.
Like this, I'm literally feel like I'm not really drinking.
It's less of an IPA, but still has the characteristics a little bit for me.
I
I
can
feel
taste the
like-
juice,iness.
Yeah.
Right?
Something's missing that's
Yeah.
really bugging me, and I just can't.
It's the
Santa.
spices.
Santa.
And Santa, yeah.
Son of a
Santa's
bitch!
missing.
There's no Santa.
Christmas is canceled.
You fat bearded motherfucker, where'd you go?
No presents. I will say, like, if you're not crazy into IPAs and you want something that can kind of lean you into it,
Mhm.
this might be what you want to try.
Agreed. You could say that
Okay.
you had an IPA without
Yeah, without
feeling like
gagging.
you had an IPA.
But
right.
And again, I just recently going through COVID, this literally tastes like.
Tell us more, Mike.
No, I'm saying this.
Brag about it.
This literally tastes like when I started to slowly like lose the taste.
Yeah.
It was like I can taste that it's a beer. I can taste it's like something there, but I can't taste what
Yeah,
I want to taste.
right.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a strange. Maybe I'm having PTSD.
I think you are. No, I kind of enjoy it.
I'm struggling. Let's get to the music.
This is fucking good.
All right.
Should I PayPal them or?
Should you pay pound Wikipedia? We'll send them
They
some
accept
beers.
Venmo. Tom, you arranged
Tell
all
us
this,
who's
so
going when.
guide us through.
I did. So I think we'll start
What would
with
you like to do?
the first section, which is the popular songs of the year. This will be There's really only like 150 songs on Spotify that have more than 1 billion plays, which is kind of crazy.
Wow.
So, 2 of which that I really enjoyed that dropped this year are Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo, which goes to Mike, and Call Me By Your Name by Lil Nas X, which goes to you. Whoever wants to go first on that can go first on that.
Okay. I'll go.
Yeah, you go first.
So, Montero, Call Me By Your Name, Lil Nas X. He had a massive year.
He did.
Massive year.
Very big.
And I gotta say...
Is that because he got pregnant?
He did.
He did what?
In the promotional material for this, he pretended like he was pregnant.
Oh.
And then when the album dropped, he was giving birth to the album.
To the album.
Yes.
I see what he
I
did
had
there.
a lot of kids in health asking me about what was going on there, and I was like, God damn it. Fuck off, dude. Why are you making my job harder?
Wow. Did not know that. I gotta say, I got worried with him because I just felt that Old Town Road was going to be a one-hit wonder.
Me too.
And, even when I hear it now, it's corny. It's like...
Until Billy Ray
period.
Cyrus comes in.
Then it's perfect.
Yeah.
There's nothing
But
wrong with it then.
It's just like, that's not going to age well. Like, to steal a line from Tom, like, you always call things like, yeah, it sounded very 2006.
Yeah.
I feel like one day
It's
we're
very
going to
2019.
say... Yeah, whatever year it was, But, man, he put out this album, and I've heard a lot of tracks off of it, and it's really good. And this is a good song. It kind of has, like a country western, like, Spanish kind of...
Yeah, there's a lot
vibe
of
to it.
guitar in this.
A lot of guitar. And there's something about his voice, like the raspiness, that I really like.
We get those little lower notes.
Yeah,
there,
the
you can
lower
see it.
notes.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought he did a really good job this year. Definitely one of the top artists of the year.
Yeah.
The song doesn't really hang around too long. It's in and out.
2 minutes.
I remember I made a playlist of all 10 songs.
Mm-hmm.
Go on and it was done.
Yeah, it's quick.
Super quick.
Yep.
Yeah, good song. Good pop song,
No, I agree. I never really heard it until that list. And
Yeah.
then, because, I don't really listen to the radio that often. I listen to, like, Sirius and stuff, so I'm a little more streamlined in what I listen to.
Yep.
And I listened to that, and I was like, oh, Lil Nas X, somebody that I'm not really a fan of. And, the only song I know off my head is Old Town Road. And,
Yep.
but it was a catchy tune. I didn't dislike it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of blew up with the big music video they did with that, where he was kind of like, doing a bunch of dances on. He was pole riding down into hell and then dancing on Satan. And all the moms on Facebook were really having a field day with that one.
Okay.
So,
another song
funny.
off that album, Industry Baby, I really liked.
I love it.
That came out, yeah.
That was the first TikTok review I did. Was this album and Jacko Pumpkin Ale from Sam Adams.
Yep.
It was kind of nice. So.
Yeah, I this is a good song for 2021. He had a great year, and I'm really happy about that because again, Old Town Road just had one hit wonder written all over it.
I was worried about that too.
Yeah, but you can definitely see he's going to be around for a while, and he's pretty talented.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Good
cool,
pick.
good pick.
So you want to talk about Good For You? Olivia Rodrigo?
Yeah. I mean, we did this album back over the summer.
Yes.
Yep.
Did it with a couple of, not so great, sour-ish, whatever they were. I don't even remember. Lemon meringue and orange.
The root beer.
Yeah,
Or no, the orange soda.
Yeah, it was kind of bland. But, yeah, I mean, it's a better pop song than a lot of the current ones.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the verses were a little, almost too effects.
A little Billie Eilish.
Yeah, like you had her voice was very effects. Just the bass
Haley
line.
Williams.
Yeah, kind of like missing a little bit. The choruses gave me more of an Avril Lavigne vibe, like that kind of like going poppy thing, but they were catchier. I mean, not bad.
Yeah.
It's a
I enjoyed it.
17-year-old chick writing about her long lost love of
So someone that she broke up with, who now has his own album apparently. I think his name's Joshua Barnett or something like that.
Yeah.
Who now has his own thing, but she already off of this song she had to pay royalties to Paramore for this song.
Really?
Because it's like Misery Business.
Yeah.
She
Okay,
interpolated
I
a
can
lot
see
from
that.
that. She had to pay them like 6 figures for this track alone.
Interesting.
And then she also had to pay.
Did she actually rob it, or did she?
No, I think
it was too similar.
Well, they didn't like sue her for it. I think she just asked them first to like if she can go off of that style, and they said yeah, pay royalties obviously. So, so she had to pay a lot of. She didn't earn like a lot of money from this. She had to pay a lot to Taylor Swift because in Deja Vu she I guess had some kind of lyric or some kind of vocal inflection.
What the fuck's the point? Write your own music.
Yeah. Right. So she really only earned like a quarter of what she should have from this album. So now that she's going on tour, she's going to smaller venues, but she's literally charging like $700 a ticket to go see her. Because I was
$24.
I was getting my haircut last week, and my hairdresser.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate
you got a good flip there.
Shout out to Karen.
Karen.
No, she's not a Karen.
Wait a minute? Did the manager cut your hair, or did you actually?
I have the bowl cut down here. It's covering one eye.
The duck.
No, she's great.
Duck's ass.
But she was trying to get tickets to go see them for her kids because their kids love her, and she was in line, literally like 20,000 people ahead of her, and then like she finally gets to them. And first off, you can only buy 4 at a time, and they're $750 up in Boston. They're like, and then you look around, they're like $500, like. But they're all really tiny venues. Like if she played Madison Square Garden or something, she could have gotten way more money out of it. But I think what she's doing is that because she didn't get so much money off of the album, she's trying to earn it back from getting. Because I think you'll probably earn more money from smaller venues but higher tickets.
Would you pay $700 to go to Webster?
I wouldn't pay $700 for anything.
No.
Right to the Webster?
Yeah.
Webster, we're paying $40, and I'm like, yo, I still might get my car stolen.
The Webster is sketch.
I've been going there for it's been like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like unless you're getting VIP and some awesome treatment, you should not be paying $700. But
well, artists don't make any money off of albums and streams anymore because there's just no money in it. They make the money off touring.
Yeah, but this album did go like insane in streaming
Yeah.
numbers. Sour by Olivia Rodrigo, 2 tracks with over 1 billion plays. That one and Driver's License.
Yep.
Listen, off of that album, it's one of the better songs because it's a little more generic. It's not like streamlined. It's not pop. It's not acoustic like
a piano ballad.
It's if you're into kind of punkish pop, if you're into rock, like you can kind of get some vibe from it.
Yeah.
So it's not a terrible song.
I think that was my favorite song when we did it.
But again, I felt like the bass line, just having the bass line and the vocals with a lot of effects in the verses was kind of overplayed.
Yep.
The chorus was the catchier of the parts, but it did. I mean, it sounded like I was listening to. I keep getting on Instagram the pop-up for the new Avril Lavigne song with Travis Barker on the drums. Like that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't anything new to me, so that was kind of like listenable, but
yeah. Well, the thing is that style's coming back around because it's been like 20 years, and it's all cyclical.
Yep.
Yeah.
But now that we're out of our very popular section, let's go on to our not so popular section. Under 10,000 streams. I wanted to do a little bit more of a lesser known artist that I really enjoyed. So Joe, talk to us about Stink Bug from Overspace and Cashland.
I really enjoyed this song.
Yeah.
So I was really upset that I forgot what happened. That I think it was just scheduling.
Some kind of scheduling thing.
That I couldn't be around for that episode. This is Overspace and Cashland, Tom's buddies.
Yeah.
And because I really did enjoy their album. I thought it was really cool. It was kind of like underground, kind of experimental hip hop. Yep. I really liked it. And this song, I think this was one of your favorites.
It was, yes. I really did enjoy this one, yeah.
Yeah. I really liked this song. And who's the main vocalist? Was it one of them?
I think it's Overspace, I think, is the kind of the singer on it. But there's a rapper, his name is Malik Elijah.
Yep.
That pops up halfway through-ish.
Yeah.
But they both kind of mix in their own vocals separately.
Yeah. I kind of dug the offbeat kind of...
Yeah, the percussion.
The bouncy kind of vibe to it. And it was just kind of open and
pots and pans going everywhere.
Yep.
Anyway.
I really liked the tone of, you said Overspace?
Yes.
His vocals. I really enjoyed this song a lot.
Yeah, it was one of my favorites too. And they blew up, but they got a lot more of a following because of it. They had one song kind of go off called Houseplant Canvas that I really enjoyed. But no, I agree. Before Life Carries On is the album. I did a review with them. I did an interview somewhere in I think it was like 35 was the episode. And my good friends, I know them from school. And yeah, they're more of electronic sound to them with some featured rap artists as well. Yeah, it's one of my favorite albums of the year. So when I do my favorite albums of the year list, look forward to that one. That one will be up there on the list.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Another seamless plug. I will be doing a video on the YouTube for
on the YouTube,
on the Facebook for my favorite albums of the year list. So I'll put about 25 or so in there.
Cool.
So this is up there. So.
Yeah, I really like this song. When I saw this, Tom texts us the list.
Yeah.
It's like Christmas morning. Like ooh,
it is. Yeah.
It's like a drop.
That's your unwrapping.
Yeah. Right.
If you wrap your stocking stuffers. My grandparents used to do that.
Yeah. And I got excited. I was like, oh, cool, because I did enjoy a lot of songs off that album, so I was glad I was able to talk about it.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, cool rap vocals, cool little beat.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
I love
Nothing super.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I don't have too much to say other than what you guys said already. So, pretty standard.
So, and then I gave you Sunshine and Gray from Cassie's Crutch.
You did.
I did.
I liked the instrumentals.
Thank you.
The vocals.
I don't know why I said thank you like I
I
did.
don't know either. I thought for a second.
They're kind of they're like math rock almost. They kind of have a very intricate way of doing everything.
Yeah.
And
I liked the drums. I thought it was cool. Like his rhythm in there, and then the guitar was good, but it was the vocals.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Like
I understand.
they were very boring, and like
they're a little reserved, I think.
Yeah, and just it was almost like going back to our last episode and talking about how when we talked about that Dream Theater album and like Trans-Siberian Orchestra, that the music was great and then the vocals were kind of subpar. And I'm not going to say the music was fantastic in this song. It was a good song, but I just felt like the vocals were just the whole time just very flat. Like, I don't mean flat like tone-wise. I just mean flat like there was really no part in the song where you're like, yeah, the guy's just ripping it, or I don't know. They just didn't do it for me.
I get it.
They kind of killed it. Everything was good. The little guitar solo, violin solo, whatever that solo
Some
is.
kind of stringed instrument. It was like a cello or something.
Yeah, it's a violin solo, I think. But
I
like
don't know what it was.
that's really cool. Like you don't see that often. Like the only other band I can think off the top of my head that throws rock with a violin is Tantric.
Yeah.
For a while they had a violinist, electric violinist. That was cool. Like I just feel like the vocals really killed the vibe on this song.
Yeah, math rock, such a great way to describe it. It's
that's
like
a whole
proggy.
different genre.
I almost thought they tried too hard to be like, hey, here's what we can do. I didn't like the drums at all. I thought they were too trashy, too busy. It kind of took away of the cool like guitar plucking that he did.
That was my roommate, Ryan. He's a really great guy. Also, I know they're my friends. I know I'm kind of giving my friends a good platform, but I generally do enjoy both of these songs. It's not just because I knew them.
I just love that we didn't know that. He's just throwing it out there.
I'm sure that went really according to your plan.
Whatever. It's, you're honest about it, and I understand. I agree, though.
Either way, I think, I get what you're saying with the drums. Because there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But from a, and we can both say from like a percussionist standpoint, like he's obviously knows what he's doing. Like he's playing, like in the band in general, knows they're staying tight. But the vocalist, in my opinion, is just the part that I just don't have much going on there. It's kind of killing me. I don't know. Joe's not feeling it at all.
No, I feel bad now. Like
no, it's fine.
I don't know.
I don't know the drummer. I will say that. I know the guitarist, Ryan.
I didn't mind the song.
It was awful.
I didn't mind the song. I just, as a drummer,
Yeah.
the drums was too much. Too much cymbals and all that. I thought he could have done the same job with like closed hi-hats and
I gotcha.
all that, and let
That's
let
not
the
cool, Joe.
You're not good enough.
The cool
Dude,
kids
they
don't
were
talk
watching
about
that today at school.
Oh yeah.
I forgot how good that was.
Great movie.
Anyway,
Okay.
let's jump over into the older song. This is pre-1985.
My Roadhouse.
Yeah, it's not always just like I go for the newest releases. It's mainly comprised of that for the playlist, but anytime a song that I like, I enjoy, I'll throw it in there. So we got a couple of them. I will throw it, since Mike hit the last one, I'll throw it to Joe with Overjoyed by Stevie
This is one of
Wonder.
the few ones I could double up, no problem.
I love this. The song is fantastic.
Overjoyed?
Yeah. Oh, a little controversial opinion.
We talked about this today.
Listen.
Oh yeah, I'd love to.
Listen.
Yes, I'm listening.
When I hear Stevie Wonder,
Uh-huh.
I want to hear Superstition.
I
I want to hear
That's fair.
funky songs. The ballad, like, what year was this? This is.
Eve.
Yeah, I mean, it's 80. All I had to say was 80. Like, you know, when I hear a teardrop snare drum, like, that's. Like, listen to the snare. It's a teardrop.
It is,
like
yeah.
Well,
it sounds like he's in some kind of like jungle or something in the beginning of the songs. So
yeah,
like,
I mean, look,
frogs or whatever.
Yeah,
It's very tropical.
His vocals. He's a great singer. He's a great composer.
Yes.
Yeah, I just didn't enjoy this song.
That's okay.
This was the coal in my stocking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This was unfortunately the coal.
Which
I think we just coined the bottom song in the stocking stuff.
This is the coal.
This is the coal,
yeah.
right?
Next one is like the toothpaste or something that you get in there.
The socks.
Socks. The whole thing's a big sock. I don't know. I love this song. I like his vocal melodies. I've heard a lot. There's a TikTok trend where people would harmonize to this song. And
Really?
Sing along with it.
That's cool.
Jacob Collier did a whole thing with that. I really enjoyed it. I don't know. I just like the riffs that he does in his vocals and.
No,
like,
for sure. Like I said, he's a great vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's a time.
Sure. Yeah.
It sounds like
Got a lot of '80s nostalgia to it.
right. It sounds like
It's very.
you couldn't
1980.
afford the band you wanted for your wedding, so you had to settle for, the guy that plugs in the Casio keyboard at cocktail hour. That's what the piano sounded like.
Okay.
It's the '80s,
Okay,
and,
I could see that.
and then the drum beat with the water drop snare, like I can't get that out of my head.
Yeah.
Just not my favorite Stevie Wonder track, unfortunately.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Mike, I don't know if you like the Doors or not, but tell us a little bit about.
You couldn't give
Roadhouse
me a
Blues.
Zeppelin song? Like, give him a Doors song. Doors is his
Listen.
favorite band.
All right,
That's true.
no Zeppelin song made the playlist this year.
Oh!
I love Zeppelin. Okay,
Yeah,
but I know
apparently
all
not
this
enough.
stuff.
So yes, the Doors are one of my largest musical inspiration bands. You know, I love Jim Morrison with the vocals and all of that.
Ooh.
I will say, however, you picked one of, I'm not gonna say my least favorite Doors songs, but not like a standout. And again, being like a big Doors fan, I love a lot of the B-sides and a lot of different stuff. And this was, this is the PRL special.
Yeah.
This is the song everybody knows by
This
the
is
Doors.
right.
And the Doors were really known for being this rock band with an organ, which you usually have, and
No
a
bass.
jazz drummer
Right.
with no bassist. He played a Yamaha bass keyboard, organ. You had this guitarist who was kind of like jazz rock fusion kind of feel. And then you had literally a jazz drummer with a Jim Morrison who really wasn't a vocalist. He was a lyricist.
Yeah.
Like you had this band of nobodies that really shouldn't have ever made a band that made a band.
Yeah.
And made a very successful band, put out 6 albums in 4 years. And within those 4 years, the lead singer dies. Like, it was just, it was the most, holy shit, we're done.
Yeah.
They put out one album after he died called Other Voices, which is actually very good because Robbie Krieger and Ray Manzarek were actually very good vocalists as well. And there was I have a live DVD where Jim Morrison went to Amsterdam, they were playing. And you walk down, they said you walk down the red light district and someone offered you drugs and you kind of picked and choose what you took. Well, it was Jim Morrison, so you offered it, he took it. And when he got on stage, he passed out. So it was either stop or keep going. And Ray Manzarek, the keyboardist, played the organ, played the Yamaha bass keyboard, and sang all the vocals for an entire concert. So again, it's just you got this dynamic of a band that's just unmatched by anyone else. It's just it's fucking unreal. And then you picked probably their most basic song.
I'm well versed with the Doors. I understand
Yeah.
that. It's just I don't think I've ever really heard that song before.
Yeah,
this
it was
year.
off
This
of-
year at least, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so I mean, it was off of their which album was it?
Morrison Hotel.
Morrison Hotel, which was a good album. It was later.
Yeah.
I think it was like
73.
70. They ended at 71, I think, was LA Woman. So it might have been their second to last album.
I think so.
Because I think, did Soft Parade just come before this or after? Because
Then-
Soft Parade was kind of their, like, they had a lot of horns and everyone was like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, Soft Parade was 69.
Yeah, it was right
Nah.
before this. Then they kind of
Nice.
went. Then they went
Nice.
back to kind of their Morrison Hotel was a little rockier, and then L.A. Woman is actually one of my favorite albums. That's a great.
good. That's
That was
good
their
album.
last album.
That one.
Anyway, this was like a classic blues song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Had the blues riff, blues drums.
Standard format.
Yeah, there was really nothing special about this
Mhm.
song. Again, coming from a huge Doors fan,
Mm-hmm.
you picked. I'm glad you gave it to me,
It's
but
sterile.
it's again, it's the PLR song.
Yeah.
You hear it on 99.1,
Right.
and this is the Doors song they play, and it's like they have so many other songs, and this
Mm-hmm.
is the one they're playing.
Yeah. Real quick, this song is kind of special to me. This and Breaking On Through, because the very first band I was ever in learned these songs as like our
Okay.
first covers.
Nice.
We never like played. We never gigged. We never
toured.
played it out.
Played it, yeah.
Played in the
Still.
basement, you know, and it was
And
cool.
We've had plenty of those.
Yeah.
I've had at least.
Yeah, and this song just always brings me
Yeah.
back to, God, I don't know, 7th, 8th grade, something like that. And it was that. We learned like a couple Zeppelin songs,
Yeah.
and just having fun, like learning how to
But this
be in a band.
and again, being an at-home guitarist,
Yeah.
you know, this was one of it's an E, dun 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 dun.
Dun,
Then
dun,
you go to
dun,
the A,
Right.
A up, A to the A sharp to B, dun 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 dun
Right.
dun, and that was it, and then.
Woman, you know you want. That song?
But it's just such. I don't know. It was.
Yeah,
and
it's pretty basic.
Even for Robbie Krieger as a guitarist, like
Yeah.
being a kind of jazz
I always
rock
like
fusion, like,
when what's his name, Jim Morrison says, "Do it, Robbie, do it."
Yeah.
Before the solo
Yeah.
starts, I always like that.
you know, and there was a lot of that just in their music in general. You listen to 5 to 9, you know, there's a point where he hiccups because he was drunk. Like there's a lot of those little nuances within their songs that you don't realize weren't necessarily supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And he just threw them in. Because at the end of the day, Jim Morrison wasn't a vocalist. He was a lyricist.
Mm-hmm.
He was a poet. And then they were like, you need to sing. And he just, I mean, he sang backwards for like the first handful of shows they did. Because he had stage fright. He wasn't meant to be a front man.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was just high and drunk all the time and did his job.
I know we're looking at like 4 Doors posters. Right
Yeah,
now.
one of them you bought me. I the one on the right, I believe.
That's right. I did buy that one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and I bought those too,
Look at
and I
us.
got the canvases.
Look at us.
And, yeah,
Hey, look at us.
Yeah.
I got those. I
Cute.
think my dad stole those from a bar.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
New Haven Arena where he got arrested.
Yep.
They have in New Haven.
Oh, that's
Blood
right,
in the
yeah.
streets
I
and
forgot that.
Blood in the Street. Peace Frog.
New Haven,
Great.
yeah.
But again, like Peace Frog, that's a great song. Like
Yep.
it's got a little more of a edge to it. This just was.
That's fair.
So you're saying you like the Doors? All this knowledge.
Yeah.
We got to do a Doors album. I'm surprised you haven't picked one
Maybe
yet.
that's the next. I don't know. You
Figure
guys,
it out.
I'm supposed
You're
to
up
pick an
next.
album after this.
You
I
are.
don't fucking
You
know what
are.
I'm doing. I got like 7 in my head. It would be LA Woman if I had to.
Okay.
Anyway.
Maybe we can vote at the end, the 3 of us. We can. I'll throw out a couple. We can vote.
We'll have a
Fair
power.
enough. Fair enough.
We can do an on the spot.
Can.
Let's go.
I mean, I don't think we need to do a Doors episode now because you pretty much laid it all out.
Yeah, I haven't got much left.
So,
Tattooed on my arm. God damn it.
so the next section of tracks that I gave them, these will be my most played singles of the year.
Okay.
So
Really?
at my last.fm account, went through all of my tracks that weren't like just from an album or something like that, but were released specifically as a single. And I will give Joe the platform first to talk about Telepatia by Kali Uchis.
This was one of your top played songs of the year,
It
huh?
was.
I kind of like this song. This was kind of like a cool. Kind of reminded me of who's the guy we did?
We've done a lot of guys.
Yeah, it's true. Let's try that again. No, don't cut that. No, oh God, Tame Impala, like the music of it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit woozier, a little
Kind of psychedelic, kind of
spacey.
Yeah,
spacey.
spacey, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like this song.
Yeah,
So,
this is great.
Did you understand the lyrics?
No. I don't understand English lyrics, okay? I just asked you the last episode, Trans-Siberian, it's acoustic guitar and a guy singing about an old city bar. Hey guys, what were they trying to say here? The kid
don't
walking
get
in.
it.
Why is the kid in the bar ID him? I don't know what's going
Where are
on.
those irresponsible parents? Call TCF.
So no, I didn't understand the lyric. That's good shit. But
It's Spanglish. She does Spanish in English.
yeah, I mean the chorus is in English.
Yeah.
No, I kind of. This is kind of like a cool, bouncy rhythm. And tell me about the artist, Callie Uchis.
Yeah, Callie Uchis, that's her
Okay,
name.
yep.
She had her singles for a while. I believe she's Spanish. I don't know exactly
so.
what region. I don't want to get that wrong. But
Oh Lord.
growing up between Colombia and South America and northern VA, I'm assuming.
Definitely Irish.
Oh, Callie Uchis. She kind of blew up with her. She did a couple songs with Tyler the Creator on his album Flower Boy. That's how I found out about her originally. She released a really great album called Isolation in 2018. That's a really good one. But this is the year she kind of blew up like really, really big. Her album Sin Miedo del Amor y Otros Demonios. I don't know what that means, but
I don't know what you be saying.
Google Translate does wonders. Learn that at work.
Yeah, this album, this is the year she kind of broke into the mainstream. She was a bit more underground, but she definitely had some singles, obviously.
How did you stumble upon her?
This song was in the charts. This song was the #1 song for a while at the beginning of the year. So I saw that and I was like, hell yeah, so let's add that to the list.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's exactly what we said before. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of a little woozier, kind of more lovey-dovey.
And I do like how the Spanish lyrics
Yes.
like blended, like it flowed very well when she went back and forth from like Spanish and English.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool track. Definitely out of left field for me. I never probably would have come across this song before. I never heard of her, haven't heard the song before. But yeah, I enjoy the song for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think it was my favorite of the ones you gave me, but
Excuse me.
it's up there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I gotta stop saying thank you. Like I
know,
this
yeah.
fucking song.
Like you made these 10 songs. I gotta say, Mike's 5 versus my 5.
Much easier. And I appreciate that.
Man,
I gotta
get a pay
between
raise.
COVID and basketball
Yeah.
coaching and everything else,
Jesus.
making mine easier. There
that may have been a part.
there was only one that I actually had to listen to
Yeah.
ahead of time.
Yeah.
Silk Sonic.
Smoking out the window.
Oh.
Listen,
Please.
so fun story.
Yes.
I had an MRI because I fucked my knee up at a race back in September. Had an MRI for Sunday 2 weeks ago. And that's when I came down. I tested positive for COVID. I got up for the MRI, took an at-home test, got everything ready to leave, looked at the test, and fucking was positive. Pissed off, whatever. Had to call the place. They called me back. They're like, you didn't show up. I was like, I called you. Oh, wrong office, blah, blah, blah. Reschedule, right? Needless to say, so I go this past Sunday for my MRI on my knee. And they're like, all right, you're going to have to lay here for like 10 minutes, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be loud, obnoxious. We have headphones. Okay. And they go, we run Spotify. What would you like to listen to? Now, as you all know, that is the hardest question to answer ever. On the spot, what do you want to listen to?
It's
And I'm like,
pressure.
yeah.
It's uncertainty. It's commitment. It's
What? So I sat for a second and I went, oh, I like rock. And I said it out loud. I was like, I like rock music. Is there an album? Black Label Society. And I said, you know what? I said, throw on the Silk Sonic album. I don't know why. I don't know why it popped in my head.
Yeah.
But that's what popped in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually threw on this album for 10, 15 minutes while they MRI'd my name.
nice.
So I heard this song and I'd already listened to it because you had all, thrown it out there and all that.
Yep.
So fun little story that I was listening to the album as I was
Your knee checked
going.
out.
Well, I was getting my knee MRI, and I've never had an MRI. But yeah, I threw on this album, and
Yeah, tell us what you thought about the song.
this is this is the music Bruno Mars needs to make.
Yeah.
That's all
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. He's a fantastic singer, but he's meant to make this soul R&B style music. And I think he did a lot of that on his first album. I actually liked I loved his second album. I forget what the hell it was called, but
Unorthodox Jukebox.
yes,
Yeah.
But it was meant to be a little bit different,
Mhm.
and I think he did a really good job.
Ed
with that.
Sheeran, he went out there a little bit.
He went out there.
Yeah.
He made great music. Has he made any?
24K golden he had.
That was a little
24
poppier.
karat magic.
24 karat magic.
The golden is the artist.
Yeah. Either way, but
Yeah.
that was a little more poppier. That
Yeah.
was kind of like trying to make money, in my opinion.
No, there are some really good tracks.
There are,
on that.
but
yeah,
but,
it's kind of like
just
sexier.
in the
I
Like-
love finesse.
but in the
Versace
progression,
before.
he went from his what made him to kind of a little out there to a little more reserved. This is what is going to make me money. This is what he needs to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a great album.
I didn't listen to the
Very,
whole
very
thing.
Do we have plans of doing
But-
this album? I'm sure.
It's on the list.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
This was-
This is a great album.
A great song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love this album. Him and Anderson .Paak just have this great chemistry.
And
throughout
where-
the whole
do.
thing.
Where's Anderson .Paak from otherwise?
He's only really he's done Anderson .Paak and the Free Nationals.
Okay.
There was a band he was a
drums,
part of.
right?
He's primarily a drummer.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's definitely that
I didn't know much about it,
jazzier,
that's why.
funkier
Yeah.
kind of
But
sound.
that's soul R&B.
Exactly.
That's
They
what-
have that same
That
style.
same vibe.
That
Killed it.
I was a little worried that they wouldn't really have that chemistry together, but they just fucking knocked it out of the park on this
Yeah,
one.
that album's a really good album.
Yes.
And this is, one of the.
It's pretty tight.
I remember when this song came out as one of the singles.
Mhm.
I think it was the last one before the
it
album
was,
came
yeah,
out.
probably like a week.
Everyone just, so many people posted about it. It
Talking about
exploded.
this bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a big difference when he was, kind of talking about I think I want to marry you and all this
Yeah.
other shit, like falling in love with girls.
Yeah.
And then he brings out the stank. He talking about this bitch got me paying for everything. It was
Yeah.
like I
No,
love
it
that
was a great
transition.
album. A
Yeah.
great song. I didn't
Yeah.
listen to the whole album. I still have to
You should.
finish
You
it.
should.
It's
I want
very
to.
good.
I
It's
just-
very good.
It's only
10
like half an
minutes.
hour.
Very quick.
Well, I only had 10 minutes
That's
on
true,
it, and then
Yeah.
so I was out. So
Next time you get another MRI.
And the quality of the headphones was killing me.
On the other knee,
The quality
Oh,
of the
was it-
headphones was killing me, and
where they're like
and there,
Logitech, like
and
shitty
there
ones.
and there was commercials.
Oh.
Yeah, so there was a commercial.
Spotify
Yeah,
free.
dude.
Yeah, there was a commercial for a section.
Dude, they
for
got
like-
it. There's the doctor's office.
I know.
They got to get the premium.
I was sitting there like
What?
this, and I'm hearing it, and I'm like, is this a commercial?
Want a
What?
break from the ads?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, my insurance pays how much for this? And
Right? You can't afford premium?
I
It's
was,
rough.
What
It's
is
rough.
this?
yeah, that's
That's
I
bullshit.
think I got 3 songs in the 10 minutes. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
That's too bad.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
rough.
Oh, this is a great album.
So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
for it, but good song. Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
thank you.
Also made me easy. I heard it.
Anyway, and to wrap it up, we have the last category. This was just a wild card pick. I picked these.
Hell yeah.
I picked these personally. Just the difference between the two I thought was kind of funny, and I want a little bit more of a variety. So Joe, start us off with "Reach Out" from Sufjan Stevens and Angelo De Augustine.
I oddly really like this
I
song.
fucking love this album.
This is a great song. It's very calming. It's very
Got titties on the cover.
I'm just looking at which one
Titties?
right now. No, reach out.
reach out.
My Spotify is only playing like small snippets because I don't have Spotify.
You're like the doctor.
Oh, you're.
Yeah, I am. Well, because I do Amazon, so I'm trying to transfer. You sent me on Spotify.
I
Fuck
know.
off.
I hate. It's all I have. It's calming, very soothing.
Absolutely.
I felt, I kind of need this song. There's times where your life gets hectic and you need to chill.
Yep.
Really like this.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Sufjan Stevens. He's
Yeah.
he's an indie folky singer songwriter from the Midwest. he kind of has a cult following from his album he did Illinois and Michigan. He started to do like albums based off of states, which is really interesting. One of my favorite albums of all time he released called Carrie and Lowell. I don't really talk about it too much because it's sadder. It's kind of very gloomy, kind of based off the death of his mother, which is really, it's kind of not fun to talk about, so I get it. But you know, I consider that album a 10. And then this album dropped. He
consider the picture a 10.
Yeah.
Well, don't look at its eyes, look at its tits.
Man tit Medusa.
Yeah. Medusa.
Medusa. Sorry.
But he released a lot of, in my opinion, like lackluster collaboration albums. He kind of did like this weird like drone album with another guy that I wasn't a big fan of. But this kind of brought it out. This guy Angelo D'Agostino, I think, is like a classic composer. But their vocals work really well together. He has the kind of falsetto high pitched vocals in this track.
Yeah, I really liked it. It was very, I don't know any other words than calming and soothing. And it was kind of cool, like, I listened to the songs in which you sent them to me.
Yep.
And this was kind of a cool way to wrap up my 5.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it was a good, like, outro song.
Exactly, yeah. And the album cycle for this, they had a quirky way of writing all the songs. They would watch a movie beforehand, and then they would base the song and the lyrics based off of the movie they watched the night before.
Oh, interesting.
So I don't know what this song was based off of, but I know they did like Wizard of Oz. They did like Silence of the Lambs, which is really funny because it's like this like really calm and chill track about the guy, the main guy from Silence of the Lambs. So I thought that was really weird.
Yeah.
But you know, their vocals complement each other really well, kind of hushed and light falsettos. There's some cinematic flares on the some tracks, but you know, very subtle, very very nice and calm. Which is, you know, it's not like some other tracks on this playlist, but you know, I just love listening to it.
Yeah, me too.
So he's a great guy. Kind of weird to see in concert, but you know, I love this track. Yeah. Another album you'll see high on the list for this list here.
Cool. And then you just can't get more opposite. As for Mike's song, his Wild Card song.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm a big metal fan. I've seen a ton of shows. I've gone to Ozfest. I've gone 2 years in a row. Like, I've done a lot of that, but you know, I've listened to Every Time I Die. This is kind of top end when it comes to like. I'm a big fan of things like Slipknot, Stone Sour, where you kind of have a mix of guys that can really sing. Killswitch Engage, we did albums.
Yeah.
He can sing, he can scream, he can whatever. This was a little bit pushing that just constant screaming. It almost took itself away from the metal, a little more towards like the screamo, where it's like, do you really have a talent or are you just screaming? Like, it's right on that verge. Not a terrible song. I'd listen to it. You know, I'd be curious to see how the rest of the album is.
Yes, this album, you would like this album.
Yeah, I'd be curious, and I have not listened to the whole album, but I would be curious to see how the rest of the album goes, because I do appreciate and enjoy this style of music. This one song, I thought maybe he screamed a little too much. That might be my only bugaboo.
The two bugaboos. Bearcats and little people.
I felt like he just was almost trying too hard to just scream through it. You know, music was tight. I'm not going to say that they were like a messy band. Like, no. In order to make this type of music, you have to be tight. You can't do it otherwise.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why, again, I have a huge appreciation for this style of music. I just thought maybe he could have added a little variation to his vocals.
Yeah.
I almost feel like this is the opposite end of
Sufjan Stevens?
No.
Yes.
The other one. Listen, I'm trying to just focus on what I have. And you're fucking me up. What was the see, now I'm fucked. Now I'm fucked because you're an asshole.
Do you want the name of your song?
Yeah, what was the
Sunshine and Gray Cast His Courage.
Yes, that one. Yes, that one. I feel like it was the opposite end of that. That guy was so reserved, and it was kind of like level. And then on the other end, this guy was like in your face. He tried to almost scream too much. Like, so I just feel like the same like idea, but just opposite ends. Fuck you. And you fuck yourself, motherfucker.
But the really ironic part too,
Yeah, go ahead.
is that the lyrics that he is screaming are really like intricate and like very poetic.
Yes, I was reading them as they were
Yeah.
coming through. Like he.
Yeah, this one is the fragile are broken and smothered, children are torn from their mothers, the dumb and cruel established rule, life is how sinners are punished. I was like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
like that's really deep and true.
I mean,
And
it was like I said, it wasn't a bad song, and I'd be curious, like within the album setting, I'm sure
there's
it
not
wouldn't
as
be,
much.
Yeah, I'm
maybe.
sure it wouldn't be as like punch you in the testicle and like holy shit kind of feel.
Yeah.
But I just felt like, as an individual song, I was kind of like, all right, wait, take a
It's a
breather.
little- yeah.
Take a breather.
This-
What's going on? Do we need to talk about this?
This is my gym music. This is what I listen to when I'm working out.
And I'm with you. Like, I love Lamb of God. I've seen Lamb of God multiple times, and Randy Blythe never strays from his like vocals, and it's great. I love it. But I don't know. I felt like something was just slightly missing with
Yeah.
the dynamics of the song.
Yeah, I would recommend you. I think it's Desperate Pleasures. I think is off of this album.
Okay.
It's a little bit less of that, but it still has that same vibe. It's
Yeah.
just less screamy. I would definitely recommend. this
No, because
album to
even
you.
like a Kill Switch, he screams, he growls, he sings. Like there's so much dynamic within what he can do as a vocalist. And just based off this one song, if you were to like judge him as a vocalist, you'd be like, so all he does is screams. And that's probably not the case.
No.
And I know that from experience, but from an individual song standpoint, I was just like, I wish there was even a lot of times it'll be scream verse sing chorus. You know what I mean? Or a sing chorus with a scream over it, or some sort of combo. And I think they just might have missed the mark a little bit on what they were trying to, do with that song.
That song was like a panic attack for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was just
all over
yeah,
the place.
Yeah, and it could have. Again, if it wasn't for probably our understanding for that style of music,
Yeah, right.
we would have been like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
And I'm
exactly.
listening to it, and I'm like, "Okay, they just didn't do kind of what I think they were trying to do."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that is it. That is all of the songs off of the stocking stuffers I've given you. And now what I would like to do is rate them.
Is it just
rank, not
ranking?
Rank. Top
So
to bottom.
yeah, top to bottom. What I've given you personally. What is
rock,
your
paper, and scissors? Who goes first? Or how?
Yeah,
You guys are
Alright,
scissoring for who goes first?
Oh shit!
Oh, that was a little
Oh,
sloppy.
look at that.
Ooh.
I guess Mike's going first.
Mike's going
All right,
first.
fine. That works for me.
Let's go bottom to top.
Yes.
Build the
Oh,
intensity.
now you just fucked me up. All right, hold on.
Oh.
No, we're good. So
And then we'll say one song
All
we
right,
like
I
of each
got
other.
this. All right, okay.
You got this.
I got
Mike.
this.
I believe in you.
Cassie's Crutch was bottom. For
Okay.
Me. Those vocals really killed it.
Okay.
I'm not into, I guess, the math rock, as you called it, or whatever it was. But, I mean, I did appreciate the music, but the vocals really did kill that one for me.
Hammer dropped on that one.
Hammer dropped. Yep,
Dropped
that's it. Yep. As much as I hate to say it, I think the Every Time I Die would be next.
Okay.
And only because I thought they could have had more dynamic in their vocals and what was happening in that song.
The song is called The Colossal Wreck. I don't know if I ever
Colossal
mentioned
Wreck,
that.
yeah. That's okay.
Get that out of there.
I got
yeah.
you. So that's 2. I'm trying to think. Okay. Good for you. You
Yeah.
know, middle of the road. Solid song.
Yeah.
Good, not great. I'm going to give Roadhouse Blues my next one. Love the Doors. Love everything about them.
Just that song.
That is their most basic bitch song that they could have put out. It really is.
Yeah.
You know, Jim Morrison would be all over that sound, that disclaimer if he could be at that point. And then that puts Smoking Out the Window is my number 1. I think
choice.
that is literally quintessential Bruno Mars. That is what he should be doing at all times. I mean, that's what he's meant to
Yes.
do as a vocalist. and you mix them with Anderson .Paak and that style of music, you really can't beat it. And I haven't even listened to the whole album, but I've heard that song multiple times. I heard it before you gave it to me.
Yep.
It might be the only song I had heard off the album prior to my MRI. You know what I mean? Like, but that is the song. So there's my list.
Nice. All right.
Joseph.
Listen, Mike's 5. I knew 3 of them very well. Like,
I'm with you. It's the same
very
thing.
well.
Same thing.
3 out of the 5. Mine.
Thank you, sir.
I like to test you, Joe.
Yeah. I mean, you really gave me a challenge here.
Tom just knew I wasn't going to look at him until today.
You fucker.
'Cause
Scroll up, Mike. There it is.
Scroll up.
I sent him a screenshot of the list.
I had no idea.
And I made the fucking playlist.
Dude,
and I
was
sent that.
I know, and I read it and I go, am I listening to all 10?
Oh, fucking A.
Oh, we're an hour in.
So, don't worry. It's the 2021 finale. My 5,
Oh, shit.
the one song I knew the most was Montero, Lil Nas X, just because of the popularity. So I had my work cut out for me. Okay, so my coal, the
Think
bottom.
You don't have a job.
Goddamn. My bottom song, it pains me to say, but it was Overjoyed by Stevie Wonder. I just
Didn't see that coming.
Who'd have thought?
I don't like. Oh man, not seeing my family on Christmas.
It's okay. We'll do a live Christmas episode.
A live Christmas.
We are fucked. Yeah, I just didn't like this song. I mean Stevie Wonder, love Stevie Wonder, but yeah, just this song didn't hit for me. So that's number 5. Number 4. Number 4. I'm gonna go with. How do you say it?
Telepatia.
Telepatia. You gonna test my reflex?
Caliuchis.
But I liked that song. There's just a little bit of separation between 4 and 5. So if you can just imagine some blank space in there.
Blank space.
That was number 4. My number 3. God damn it. My number 3 was Montero by Lil Nas X. Great song. He did a great job with this album, and
Yes.
he had a great year. I'm rooting for him. I hope he continues his trajectory.
Definitely.
Number 2, I'm putting Reach Out.
Okay.
Because I don't know,
agree
I
with
just
that.
found that song to be very peaceful.
Joe's been very on his feels today.
Yeah.
Listen to that whole album. That whole album's got the similar vibes.
You know.
Like right as you're falling asleep, it's got that kind
Yeah.
of, soft and pillowy instrumental.
It's been a feels kind of year, and holidays it's a feely kind of time. Anyway, yep.
It's okay.
And my top song was Stink Bug.
Really?
Yes.
Over Space and Cash.
Out of these 5 songs, I really enjoyed that song. I really did. And I'll say it again. I really was upset that the scheduling just didn't work out. I couldn't make that episode because I really enjoyed what they did with that album.
Well, if he really does actually know them, we probably could hang out with them.
Yeah, that's
I can
true.
work something out.
All right.
Awesome.
If he,
But yeah.
How about our beer here?
Yes. No Santa from Sloop Brewing.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it a 5.5.
Yeah.
I think it's right down the middle. It's nothing too frillish or
math rock. It's not really down the middle.
it's slightly to the right.
I
If you're from the left or right.
love Juice Bomb.
I love that is true. I do love Juice Bomb. I love some of the things they have out.
Wrap it up.
But they market it as such.
Didn't even know it was their beer. I love it.
We should record on Friday nights more often. We're loopy.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It's nothing too big, but I didn't hate it either. I would finish a 4-pack.
I'm giving it a 5, right down the middle.
that's fair.
That's actually right down the middle.
All right, Mr. Bad Teacher.
That is down the motherfucking.
Yeah, 5. I mean, I love what you said earlier. If you're not into IPAs or you want to try one out, this is a good one because it's not going to overwhelm you, but it does have the taste of a higher end beer.
Yes.
If you want to graduate from the Bud Lights and the Natty Ices of the world, you want to pretend that you're
That's
classy.
the key word
Here
right
it
there,
is.
though. Pretend.
Oh, this
It's
is
a
about to
3.
graduate to the
Three!
to the Hall of Fame
Yeah.
for my.
There's nothing. You're
sent
you're
us a voice
tasting carbonated, slightly flavored water. Like at least when I drink a Bud Light, if I drink a Coors Banquet, I know it's a lager.
You know what you're getting.
I know it's a
Miller High
lager.
Life.
When I drink this, I'm just drinking an IPA that doesn't taste like an IPA.
I will say,
And that's
as
where-
advertised, you know,
and that's where I'm like,
you're
There's
expecting.
no Santa.
If you listen,
If Santa was here, it would have been better.
if you don't like an IPA, then don't drink an IPA. I'm not one to judge. There's people that like stouts more than I do. I'm not a huge stout fan, but Trevor is a huge lager fan. So then he drinks lagers, and I drink them when I'm with him. But I don't know, if you're not looking for an IPA that's got that, whether it's West Coast, East Coast, that style, either end. If you're not looking for that, then don't drink a fucking IPA. I don't know. This is kind of like,
A 3.
it's
Okay.
not,
No.
I wouldn't, I just
right.
don't know.
Hey,
I don't know
hey.
what they were attempting to do.
Anyway, thank you for joining us. Very positive, lighthearted episode.
That's how we end the year. We end the year on that.
If you want to juice bomb it up, I am all for
I
it.
fucking love
Let's
Juice
go.
Bomb. Anyway,
You want Juice Bomb to be the? I have to pick an episode. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
would you Juice Bomb?
I'm gonna throw no. Juice Bomb's the beer. We already decided.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, we
Right.
are?
Right now, we're gonna decide.
We're deciding next
because
next
this
week's episode.
did nothing, so we're gonna figure
The redemption arc.
So we're gonna redemption with Juice Bomb. That's the
Okay,
end.
you
I don't
Juice
even know where
World.
the fuck to buy it. I've never.
It's everywhere.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's
I've
everywhere.
never purchased it. I just had it at bars. So Juice Bomb is our beer. We're good there. Okay, you two need to help. We got 2 albums: Skindred, Babylon,
Okay.
reggae, punk, metal, rock.
Okay.
Great. I love it.
Okay.
Okay. Still haven't seen them though. Gotta do that.
Okay. 2022, year of the concert.
Or do we go classic rock, LA Woman, fucking The Doors?
I know
So-
my vote.
So I
Mike?
got my lean.
Mike?
I got my lean, but it's gonna come down to you.
I love you.
Yep.
We've done a lot of reggae.
Okay. Well, this is not classic reggae. This is not even close. This is actually, if you consider reggae, this might be the first reggae band I've ever done.
Skindred.
Skindred. Because that was fucking
I-
high school.
If I have any skin in the game,
Yes, go.
I'm going LA Woman Doors.
LA Woman Doors.
Because
Tom?
I think you have a plethora of knowledge, as we all
Sure.
do with our favorite artists.
I agree.
And I think that's a realm we need to tackle in
So
the new
we are
year.
doing LA Woman
Yep.
Doors with Juice Bomb next episode.
The redemption
That's
arc
the end.
continues.
Let's go.
I appreciate it.
Oh.
Yes, I thought you had a question. That was great.
There it is.
So LA Woman, The Doors. Is there any chance you guys can listen to it on vinyl? Any?
I thought that was just be a
Our
nice little
first-
cherry on top.
Can any hold on.
Our first
What?
fourth on the
Is
I
there-
lifted leg for that
you
too.
did it full.
I don't think I have it on vinyl.
I
I
do.
don't.
I have the soft parade on vinyl.
Let's
I
have
don't
let's have a listening party sometime.
Can we do? Maybe we can do a listening
Can we
party.
get
That
some-
would just be great.
Can we get
I
some
have it.
like
Some
some
LA
Even while we
Woman.
eat dinner, we can put it on in
All
a
right.
minute because it's right here.
It's true.
Great on
so-
vinyl. I just love that
Okay.
sound.
So, can't wait to
So,
join us
he's
for-
ready to
I'm
wrap it up.
just- We're an hour and 10 minutes in. I'm trying to wrap.
Tom, good luck on this one.
Episode 67. Join us for that, the nice redemption arc, and the beginning of a new year, 2022 Hops and Bops podcast. Can't wait. See you there.
You're wrapping this one up.
I am gonna wrap this
That's
one
it.
up.
We're
You
done.
stole my job.
I'm stealing your job.
No Santa. The blah, 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 brewery.
Can I just say something? I do
No,
want
no, please, no.
I do
no.
want to say something. This was our first full year
It was.
as a podcast. We've done a lot of really great things, a lot of creative things, and you know, this has been a lot of fun for
Yeah.
me, and I hope you guys too. And
Mm-hmm.
hammer drop,
Dapper.
and I just hope we, continue on with the new year and just keep growing. And we thank everyone out there for listening and watching us too, and keep on it with us.
Yeah, we have grown quite a bit in this last year. We have gotten a lot of new faces listening.
We got
So,
paid.
we did.
We got paid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh baby.
Yes, so we have grown a little bit because of that, and get ready for a lot of new and exciting ideas coming in the new year because there's going to be a lot happening with the show. So
I don't
thank
think
you
we've been
guys.
briefed of that.
That's cool. I'm in.
Nice. Yeah. Great shit. Let's keep it going. You started. You close it out.
Hops and Bobs podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Check us out on
All right, you're
Spotify,
fine.
Apple
All right.
Podcasts,
All right.
and YouTube. Check out my TikTok. Also, before we go, I want to say one thing.
Whoever lands it first has to pick the person that drinks the next one. Oh fuck! All right.
I've been working really hard on a top albums of 2021 list. It's going to be 25 albums on the YouTube channel. On this very channel, go check it out. I've been working really, really hard on it. And I've done a lot of work on the TikTok as well. Definitely go check that out. I'm trying to flex my editing
He
role
has.
as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
The age.
I prefer to call it skill, but it's okay.
Woo! All right. Camera drop.
Camera drop.
This is the prop. This is the prop. Yeah. Hops and Bops podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Check out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Check out the YouTube.
You're so good at that.
Tom, Mike, Joe, Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2022. Thanks a lot. Peace. Oh.